We have made an analysis on the poem They. In the poem, a soldier is speaking as he is listening to a bishop who speaks to a group of soldiers. The poem is about a bishop of church speaking to soldiers who have returned from war. It describes the war as something harsh and scary, as we see in the second stanza, line 2, for George lost both his legs and Bill's stone blind. The tone of the poem is different in each stanza, and the first one is romantic and trying to be positive about the war and what it have brought. But the second one is more realistic about the war, and the attitude towards the war changes from being good in the first to being bad in the second stanza. It seems like the soldiers are angry because they don't feel like people are acknowledging them, even though they have been scared physically and mentally. The theme is two different views on the war. At first you see the bishop's view on the war, and then you are presented to the soldier's view. The poem is written to people at home, the people of England. The overall message from the author is that he critically towards the bishop who represents the church, which represents the entire nation, soon wants people to know that the war has big consequences for the soldiers, and even though people call them heroes, when they return they also need to think about what the war has done to the soldiers.
When the soldiers confront the bishop about the harsh realities of war, the bishop has a provoking reply which doesn't help the soldiers, which you can see in the second stanza, line 6, where the bishop said, "The ways of God are strange." This poem has the same attitude towards war as Dulce et Decorum Est by Wilfred Owen, and both authors are very anti-war minded, and they both describe the pain of the soldiers. It seems like the two stanzas are divided because the author wants to present the war from two different sides, with the authorities' point of view, which includes the bishop and the English people at home in general, and then the soldiers' point of view. The bishop focuses on the fact that they will return as heroes, which you can see in the first stanza, line 4, where it says, "On Antichrist their comrades' blood has bought new right to breed an honorable race." But all the soldiers care about is their health, which is understandable since they have been seriously wounded. And in the first stanza, the language is formal when the bishop is speaking, and it is informal when the soldiers are speaking. The language in overall is very simple. And then there's a personification, and it says, "They have challenged death and dared him face to face." And in the poem there are two stanzas with equal length, 6 lines each, and it has the rhyme scheme A, B, A, B, C, C. And the rhymes give the poem rhythm and structure, and it is therefore metrical. And poetic devices make it more clear that what the tone of the poem is and how the author's attitude toward the war is.